If you guys need help gearing up for any of the new content here in Grand Theft Auto Online, check out G2A with the link in the description and use cashback code BOSS if you want to save a little bit extra as well. Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about the next update here in Grand Theft Auto Online, the one that's going to be arriving in winter 2022, very likely in December, which is when we've seen DLCs arrive in the past. And I know it seems like we're a long time away from that, but we're really not, especially if Rockstar continues to fill the next couple of weeks and months with exciting new content. Rockstar could also make things go by a whole lot quicker with a big-time announcement. Think something along the lines of GTA 6. But before you know it, once Halloween is come and gone, it's going to be time to start looking ahead at the next GTA Online expansion. And there's been plenty of rumors as to what that might be, but Insider Tez Funds 2 posted something today that I think pretty much clarifies what we can expect. So he said this the other day: after checking out script IDs even more, we now have a clear picture. As it stands, there's still a strong chance 265 ID is assigned to FM Content VIP Contract 2, the sequel, aka Contract Part 2. All right, so we'll take a look at those script IDs in a second, but let's start with the Contract Part 2 and what this is probably going to mean. So it's probably likely we're going to see a lot of characters returning from the Contract DLC. So think of Franklin, think of Lamar, think of Imani. I also probably think there's going to be new characters introduced too. It wouldn't surprise me to see Lester return. And one of the biggest characters that's been talked about is the return of Michael DeSanta, or I should say the first introduction of Michael DeSanta in GTA Online, because he's never officially been in Online, even though Rockstar have had the other main characters, his son, family members, work acquaintances. We haven't seen Michael, and I won't go into all the references we know of in this video today, but even Michael DeSanta's voice actor and motion capture artist has strongly hinted at him returning. And it also just makes sense. Again, he's the only protagonist that has not appeared in Online. It would make sense that now the roles are reversed. Now that we know Grand Theft Auto Online takes place in current day time, so it would be like 12 years, 13 years after story mode, this would be Franklin's chance to help Michael, because he's going to probably be the VIP contact and he's going to be the one in need. So Michael DeSanta is going to arrive, and that's obviously going to be really cool. I think it'll obviously involve the agency and everything that we had in that. There might be even some sort of expansion to the agency, just like there was an expansion to the CEO executive offices when Import-Export arrived. It was just sort of an expansion of that. So it may not be called the Contract Part 2, but I definitely think it's going to be a sequel in some way, shape, or form. So now that we know all that, let's take a look at the script IDs that kind of show us what we're looking at here. And you can see it starts at 262, which is for the payphone hits. 263 is for the security contract. 264 is for the VIP Contract 1. And then 265, suddenly missing. And then you can see all the way after that, there's a lot of stuff that's already been introduced in the game, like the smuggler plane, the skydiving activity, the metal detector, the phantom car, the HSW time trial, the street races, pursuit races, all that stuff that sort of dates back a little bit, and what we just currently got in the Criminal Enterprises DLC. So it really does beg the question, is that going to be the VIP Contract Part 2? So all I know is this gets me very excited. I think it would be really cool to see Michael eventually return in Grand Theft Auto Online, and it looks like that is now what we can expect is going to be happening in winter 2022 for the December DLC. Now again, before we get to that, there's a lot of stuff that Rockstar is going to do, so I want to dive into that, as the other day there was another background update to GTA Online, where, according to Insider Tez Funds 2, Rockstar patched the unlimited Sprunk snack bug glitch, and they also patched a car-to-car merge glitch. So I actually do know about the top one. This is a really simple bug, but essentially you could have more of Sprunk in your snack interaction menu than you could of any other snack. Like, you could have 10,000 cans of Sprunk, but only 10 cans of E-Cola, or like 30 P's and Q's, whatever the amount is. And obviously, when you're hosting a competition where the most amount of soda cans consumed is going to win a bunch of rare and exclusive prizes and free money, it's really nice that Rockstar decided to fix all of that. So they ended up patching that. And I'm not sure what the car-to-car merge glitch was, but again, it probably was some money glitch or something along those lines. So Rockstar ended up fixing that. Now, speaking of the Sprunk versus E-Col event, one other change that Rockstar apparently made is for the duration of the event, all vending machines with these drinks were added to the map. So Rockstar added more Sprunk and E-Cola vending machines to the map to help out the cause, because there actually wasn't many of those scattered around the world. So in order to help have people consume more cans of soda, they added more vending machines. And you guys can see there's actually a map that has this sort of thing listed. So I'll leave a link to that in the description so you can take a look at it for yourself in case you are wandering around the world and wondering where the closest soda machine was. Well, that's actually something that you can do. And last but not least, something that we also could expect in the upcoming DLC. Maybe we see that with the Contract Part 2. According to Insider Tez Funds 2, Rockstar actually nerfed the Oppressor Mark II missile tracking by enabling a set of parameters added since the Doomsday Heist update. And a similar option could nerf jet cannons upon enabling Distance Damage Calculator. And a user, Gaffa TV, actually demonstrated this surviving the blast. I'll show you guys what that looks like right now. So after the Criminal Enterprises update, the Oppressor Mark II is really not one of the more powerful vehicles in the game. It got a massive nerf. And it begs the question, well, what is Rockstar going to tackle next? Well, things like the Laser and the Hydra and a lot of other aircrafts could have their jet cannons nerfed. And as you guys saw there, yes, was it able to knock them over, but it wasn't an insta-kill. And because jets aren't necessarily the most nimble things, like you can't just stop on a dime and continue to start shooting down, you'd obviously crash. So this is going to give players the chance to survive, get to cover, or even counter-attack. So that would be really cool if Rockstar introduced something like that in the next DLC. I loved what they did in this one with all the quality of life changes. So it'd be really nice to see them introduce something like that going forward in the future. But let me know what you think about that and everything else we discussed in this video today. I'd obviously love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.